Absolutely. Here's a great, very detailed, super simple summary of phylum Mollusca, written in the easiest language possible, like a story for a beginner, yet with all the key points included so you understand everything deeply and clearly. Detailed and simple summary of phylum Mollusca. What are mollusks? Mollusks are a large group of soft-bodied animals. Many of them have a hard shell on the outside to protect their soft body inside. They can live on land like garden snails, in fresh water like ponds and lakes, or in the sea like octopus, squid, oysters. This group is so big that it is the second largest group of animals in the world after insects. Body features of mollusks. How their body is made. 1. Organ system level. Their bodies are not simple. They have real organs like a heart, stomach, kidney, etc., and all these organs work together in systems like humans. 2. Bilateral symmetry. The left and right side of their body look the same, like a mirror image. 3. Triploblastic. Their body is made of 3 layers of cells when they develop as babies. Outer layer for skin, middle layer for muscles, organs, inner layer for digestive parts. 4. Coelomate. They have a true body cavity inside, which allows their organs to be safely placed and work properly. What parts does their body have? A mollusk's body has 3 main parts. 1. Head contains eyes, mouth, and tentacles to feel or smell things. 2. Muscular foot, a strong soft part used to move, like snails sliding, or dig, like clams. 3. Visceral hump. This is the rounded bulge that holds all the internal organs, like heart, stomach, etc. What is the mantle and the shell? The mantle is a soft, spongy skin layer that covers the visceral hump, the main body bump. The mantle creates the shell by making calcium from the body. The shell is usually hard and protects the animal. Not all mollusks have a shell, like octopus, but many do, like snails and oysters. What is the mantle cavity? Between the hump and the mantle, there is a space called the mantle cavity. Inside this cavity, there are feather-like gills. These gills help with breathing, taking in oxygen, removing waste from the body, like urine. How do they eat? Inside their mouth is a special organ called a radula. It is like a tiny file or grater. The radula is rough and used to scrape or cut food into tiny pieces before swallowing. Mollusks can eat algae, plants, or even small animals, depending on the species. How do they reproduce? Mollusks are usually dioecious, which means there are male and female individuals. Most are oviparous. They lay eggs. They have indirect development. Babies don't look like adults at first. They start life as a tiny larva and then slowly change shape to become adults. Examples of mollusks. Scientific common name. Fun fact. And then pila, apple snail. Found in ponds, has a coiled shell, pinctata. Pearl oyster. Lives in sea, can make pearls. Scipia, cuttlefish. Sea animal that shoots ink to escape enemies. Loligo, squid. Fast swimmer with tentacles. Octopus, devilfish, 8-armed, very intelligent sea animal. Aplysia, sea hare, soft-bodied sea creature that looks like a bunny. Dentalium, tusk shell. Shell looks like an elephant tusk. Chaetopleura, chitin, clings to rocks, has a shell in 8 parts. In a nutshell, super easy recap. Mollusks are soft-bodied animals, many with a hard shell. They have a head, a foot to move, and a hump where organs are stored. They breathe using gills inside the mantle cavity. They eat using a radula, like a rough tongue. They usually have separate males and females, lay eggs, and babies grow in steps. They live in land, fresh water, or the sea. They include animals like snails, squids, octopuses, and oysters. Would you like me to turn this into a PDF revision sheet, a visual diagram, a quiz to test your learning? Let me know. I'm here to make your understanding perfect. Absolutely. Here's a great, deeply detailed, and very simple summary of phylum Echinodermata, written like a story for total beginners. Everything is explained clearly, simply, and with examples so that you understand and remember it forever. Detailed summary of phylum Echinodermata. Echinodermata equals spiny-skinned marine animals. 1. Where do they live? Echinoderms live only in the sea, marine. You will never find them on land, in rivers or lakes. They are 100% ocean creatures. Examples: starfish crawling on the seafloor, sea urchins hiding in rocky cracks, sea cucumbers lying on the sand. 2. Body structure. What are they made of? They have a hard internal skeleton called an endoskeleton. Endo means inside, skeleton means body support. This skeleton is made of calcareous ossicles. Calcareous, made of calcium like chalk or seashells. Ossicles, tiny plates or pieces inside their body. This makes their skin feel spiny or rough. That's why the name echino, spiny, and derma, skin. So their body is tough, spiny, and supported from inside. 3. Body shape. How are they shaped? Adults have radial symmetry. Their body is shaped like a circle or star. If you cut them like pizza slices, each part looks the same. Babies, larvae, have bilateral symmetry. Left and right sides look the same, like a tiny fish or worm. So they change shape as they grow, a unique feature. 4. Body complexity. They are triploblastic, equals their body has 3 layers: outer skin, middle muscles and organs, inner digestive lining. They are coelomate. They have a true body cavity where organs live and work. This means their body is well organized and advanced, not simple like a sponge or jellyfish. 5. Digestive system. How do they eat? They have a complete digestive system, a mouth on the bottom called the ventral side, an anus on the top called the dorsal side. So, food goes in from below and waste comes out from above. Some, like starfish, can even push their stomach out of their body to eat. 6. Special system. Water vascular system. The most special and unique feature of echinoderms. They have a water vascular system, a system of water-filled tubes inside their body. What does it do? Helps them move off tube feet. Helps them grab and carry food. Helps in breathing, respiration. Helps in transporting materials inside body. They don't walk with legs. They use water pressure to move slowly using tube feet. 7. Excretory system. How do they remove waste? Echinoderms don't have kidneys or a separate excretory system. They remove waste through diffusion across body surface, the water system. Their waste goes directly into the water. Simple but effective. 8. Remake babies. Separate sexes equals male and female are different animals. Sexual reproduction equals sperm and egg combine. External fertilization, sperm and egg meet outside the body in the seawater. Males and females release cells into the sea, and babies form in the water. 9. Development. How do babies grow? They have indirect development. The baby larva looks totally different from the adult. The larva swims freely in the water. Later it changes into the adult form, starfish, sea urchin, etc. So, echinoderm babies don't look like adults at first. 10. Examples of echinoderms. Scientific names, common name. Asterias. Starfish. 5-armed sea animal, slow-moving, spiny body. Sea urchin. Round, ball-shaped with sharp spines. Antedon. Sea lily. Looks like a flower, stays attached to rocks. Cucumaria, sea cucumber, long soft body, looks like a cucumber. Ophiura, brittle star, like a starfish but thinner arms, fast. Final super simple summary. Echinoderms are spiny sea animals with a hard inner skeleton made of calcium plates. They live only in oceans. Adults have radial, round star, body shape. Babies have left-right body. They breathe, move, and eat using a water vascular system, like a natural water pump. They have a mouth underneath and anus on top. They don't have kidneys. They reproduce by releasing sperm and eggs into water, and their babies are swimming larvae that grow into adults. Examples: starfish, sea urchin, sea cucumber, brittle star, sea lily. Would you like a visual chart? A comic version? A fun memory trick to remember this easily? I'm here to make this the easiest learning ever. Of course. Here's a great, deep, and detailed summary of phylum Hemichordata, written in the simplest language, covering all key features clearly and completely, so even a total beginner can understand it. This is a full, accurate summary that makes you remember everything easily. Great, deep, detailed summary of phylum Hemichordata. What is Hemichordata? Hemichordata is a small phylum of marine animals that look like worms. The word hemichordata means half chordate. Hemi equals half. Chordata equals animals that have a notochord, a stiff rod in the body. They were once thought to be part of chordata, but now scientists know they are not true chordates. So now, hemichordata is placed in the non-chordate group, animals without a true backbone. What makes them special? They have a structure called a stomacord in the collar part of their body. The stomacord looks a little like a notochord, which real chordates have, but it's not the same. Because of this, they were once grouped under chordates, but now they are not. What do they look like? Their body is long, soft, and worm-like. The body has three main parts. One, proboscis, the front part, like a soft nose, used for digging and movement. Two, collar, the middle ring-like part where the stomacord is located. 3, trunk, the long back part where most of the body organs are found. So the body is shaped like a tube with head, proboscis, neck, collar, and body, trunk. What kind of body structure do they have? They have bilateral symmetry. Both left and right sides of the body look the same. They are triploblastic. Their body is made from 3 layers of cells. Outer, skin, middle, muscles, organs, inner, gut. They are coelomates. They have a true body cavity, coelom, filled with fluid, where organs float and move freely. They show organ system level of organization, meaning they have real working organs grouped into systems, like digestive system, circulatory system, etc. How does their body work? Circulatory system. They have an open circulatory system where blood flows freely around organs, not just inside vessels. Respiratory system. They breathe through gills. They take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide using gill slits. Excretory system. They have a special proboscis gland that removes waste from their body. It's found in the front part of the body, proboscis. How do they reproduce? Sexes are separate. There are male and female animals. Fertilization is external. Sperm and egg are released into the seawater. Fertilization happens outside the body. Development is indirect. The baby that hatches, called a larva, looks very different from the adult. Later, the larva goes through changes and becomes an adult. This process is called metamorphosis. Where do they live? All hemichordates are marine animals, meaning they live in the sea only, not on land or in fresh water. They are often found buried in mud or sand in shallow sea areas. Examples of hemichordates. 1. Balanoglossus, lives in sea mud, soft, worm-like body, has proboscis, collar, trunk. 2. Saccoglossus, also marine and worm-like, lives in sandy sea floors. These are the most commonly known animals of this group. Final super simple recap. Feature, hemichordata explanation. Body shape long. Kingdom, Animalia, animals. Habitat, marine sea, only. Body shape, long, soft, worm-like. 3 parts, proboscis, collar, trunk. Body symmetry bilateral, left and right side same. Layers in body, triploblastic, 3 layers. Body cavity, columate, true body cavity. Skeleton, no real skeleton, has a stomacord like notochord but not true one. Circulatory system, open type. Respiratory system, gills. Excretory organ, proboscis gland, removes waste. Sexes separate, male and female. Fertilization, external, happens in seawater. Development indirect, larva looks different from adult. Examples, Balanoglossus, Saccoglossus. Easy way to remember. Hemi-like chordates, but not real ones, live in sea, look like worms, breathe through gills, and have a fake backbone called stomacord. Let me know if you'd like a story-style explanation of a hemichordate's life, a diagram showing the body parts, a compare data. I'll explain clear way ever see. Here is a great, deeply detailed, and super simple summary of phylum Chordata, written in easy words like teaching a beginner or child. This includes all important points with added clarity and examples so you remember and understand it forever. Great detailed summary of phylum Chordata. What is phylum Chordata? Chordata is one of the largest and most advanced animal groups in the world. It includes animals like fish, frogs, snakes, birds, humans. All animals in this group are called chordates. They are special because they have some common features which make them different from other animals, called non-chordates, like insects, worms, jellyfish, etc. What are the main features of chordates? All chordates have these 4 key features at some stage of life, even as embryos. Feature: meaning, simple explanation. Example: nerve cord. 101, notochord. A rod-like structure in the back that gives support. In many animals, it becomes the backbone. In humans, the notochord becomes the spine. 2, dorsal hollow nerve cord. A tube of nerves running along the back. It connects the brain to the body, becomes the spinal cord in humans. 3, pharyngeal gill slits, small slits near the throat area, used for breathing in water animals. In land animals, it appears in the embryo stage only. Gills in fish, ear, throat parts in humans. 4, post-anal tail, a tail that comes after the anus, may be present only in early stages. Fish have tails. Humans have a small tail during embryo stage, becomes tailbone. #, other body features of chordates. Feature, meaning. Bilateral symmetry. Left and right sides of body look the same, like mirror halves. Triploblastic. Body is made of 3 layers: outer, skin; middle, muscles, organs; inner, gut. Columate. Has a true body cavity, column, filled with fluid. Organs like heart and lungs stay here. Organ system level of organization. Chordates have fully developed body systems like brain, heart, lungs, stomach, etc. Closed circulatory system. Blood flows in closed tubes, veins and arteries, not freely. This is efficient and safe. Extra info. Differences from non-chordates. Feature: chordates, non-chordates. Notochord, absent; nerve cord, dorsal, on back; hollow, ventral, on belly, solid; gill slits, present, at least in embryo, absent; tail, present, at least in embryo, absent; circulatory system, closed, usually open; organ systems, highly developed, less developed. Examples: fish, frogs, humans, worms, insects, jellyfish. Final super simple recap. Animals that have a notochord, a nerve cord on the back, gill slits, and a tail behind the anus, at least during the early stage of life, are called chordates. They also have a true body cavity, coelom; a closed blood system; real organs grouped into systems; a balanced body design, left equals right. Chordates are the most advanced animals on Earth, including us humans. Memory trick: use the word NPGT. It stands for N, notochord; P, pharyngeal gill slits; G, for gill slits; T, tail, post-anal. Would you like a pot chart comparing subgroups of chordates like fish, amphibians, mammals? Drawing of a chordate body plan? Comic strip about how a chordate... Let me know. I'll explain it in the clearest, most fun way possible. Here is a great, deep, and detailed summary of the 3 subphyla of phylum Chordata, written in super simple English. So anyone, even with zero background, can fully understand and remember everything clearly. I've added all key ideas, explanations, and examples to make it the best, most beginner-friendly summary ever. Deep and simple summary of the 3 subphyla of phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata is a group of animals that all share 4 special features at some point in life. A notochord, a rod in the back; a dorsal nerve cord, a hollow nerve tube on the back; pharyngeal gill slits, openings near the throat; a post-anal tail, a tail behind the anus. This phylum is divided into 3 smaller subphyla. 1. Urochordata, also called tunicata. Key features: notochord is present only in the tail of the larva, baby stage. In the adult stage, the notochord disappears. The body is often shaped like a bag or sack and may be jelly-like. These animals live only in the sea. They are marine. They are very simple and look nothing like fish or humans. Extra info. Their body is covered by a tunic, a coat-like layer, which is why they are also called tunicata. They are filter feeders. They suck water in and filter out food particles. Examples: Asidia, Salpa, Doliolum. Easy example. Imagine a small jelly bag stuck to a rock in the ocean. It had a tail with a rod, notochord, when it was a baby, but now it's just a blob that filters seawater. That's a urochordate. 2. Cephalochordata. Key features. Notochord runs from the head to the tail. The notochord is present throughout life, not just in the baby. Their body is fish-like, small and transparent. They are marine and live in shallow water or buried in sea sand. Slightly more advanced than urochordata, but still simple compared to real fish or humans. Extra info. The name cephalo means head, and chordata means having a notochord. They can swim, but usually they stay buried in sand with only their head sticking out. Examples: Branchiostoma, also known as amphioxus or lancelets. Easy example. Think of a tiny clear fish with a stiff rod running from head to tail. It's not a real fish, but it shows the chordate features for life. 3. Vertebrata. Key features. Notochord is present only in the embryo, unborn baby stage. In adults, the notochord is replaced by a vertebral column, backbone spine. These are the most advanced chordates, with complex brains, hearts, kidneys, etc. They live in water, on land, and in the air. Vertebrates include animals like fish, frogs, snakes, birds, and humans. Advanced body features. Have a muscular heart on the front, ventral, side. Can have 2, 3, or 4 chambers depending on the animal. Have kidneys for removing waste excretion, for controlling water and salt, osmoregulation. Have paired appendages, 2 of each. Can be fins in fish or limbs, arms, legs, wings, etc. Examples: fishes, amphibians, frogs, reptiles, snakes, lizards, birds, mammals, humans, dogs, cats. Easy example. You and I are vertebrates. When we were embryos in our mother's womb, we had a notochord, but it turned into a backbone. Our body has a brain, heart, limbs, kidneys, everything a vertebrate has. Final super simple comparison table. Feature: urochordata, cephalochordata, vertebrata commonly has a brain, heart, limbs only in larval tail, from head to tail, lifelong. Only an embryo becomes backbone. No, 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 yes. Complex body systems. No, no, yes. Heart, kidneys, limbs. Where they live. Sea only, sea, land, or air. Examples: Asidia salpa, amphioxus, branchiostoma, fish, birds, humans. Key takeaway, golden rule. All vertebrates are chordates, but not all chordates are vertebrates. Why? Because all vertebrates start with a notochord, so they are chordates. But the simpler chordates like urochordata and cephalochordata do not have a backbone, so they are not vertebrates. Would you like an illustrated diagram? A memory trick? A comic showing their development? I can create those too. Just say the word. Here is the deepest, most detailed, and simplest summary of the topic you asked for, covering cyclostomata and chondrichthyes, classes under superclass Pisces of phylum Chordata. I've explained everything in very easy English with examples, comparisons, and memory tricks, like teaching a beginner or child. Super detailed summary, cyclostomata and drichthyes. Cyclo, circular. Stoma equals mouth. So cyclostomata equals animals with a round mouth. These are the most primitive, oldest, and simplest vertebrates alive today. Main points: jawless vertebrates, long eel-like body, round sucking mouth, live in the sea but reproduce in freshwater. Parasites, feed on other fish, no scales, no paired fins. Deep features, explained simply. Feature, simple explanation. Jawless, they have no jaws. Mouth is just a round sucker. They uses it to stick to other fish and suck blood or body fluids. Body shape, long, thin, slippery like a worm or eel. No scales. Skin is smooth and slimy, no protective outer covering. No paired fins. No fins on both sides of the body, so not good swimmers. Gill slits, 6-15 pairs, used for breathing in water. More than usual fish. Cartilaginous skeleton. Skull and backbone are made of cartilage, not bone. Closed blood system. Blood flows in vessels, not openly in the body. Reproduction. Lay eggs in rivers, lakes, die after spawning. Larvae life. Larvae grow up, change shape, metamorphosis, then return to sea. Examples. Animal, what it does. Petromyzon, lamprey, sucks blood from fish using its circular mouth. Myxine, hagfish, feeds on dead animals and makes lots of slime. Extra notes. Cyclostomes are like living fossils. They haven't changed much in evolution. They show what very early vertebrates might have looked like. Class, chondri, equal cartilage. Ichthyes, equal fish. So chondrichthyes equal cartilage fishes. These are more advanced fishes than cyclostomata and are powerful sea predators. Main points. Live in the sea only. Skeleton is made of cartilage. Have jaws with sharp teeth, covered in rough, tooth-like scales. Must swim continuously to stay afloat. No air bladder. Very strong swimmers and active hunters. Deep features. Explained simply. Feature, simple explanation. Cartilaginous skeleton. Bones are made of cartilage, soft bendy, not hard bone. Streamlined body. Body shape helps them move fast and smoothly in water. Ventral mouth. Mouth is on the underside belly, useful for catching prey below. Gill slits, 5 to 7 pairs. Open and visible, no gill cover, operculum. Placoid scales. Skin has tiny, hard, pointed scales. Feels like sandpaper. Teeth. Sharp, backward pointing, made from modified scales. Predaceous. They hunt and eat other sea animals. No air bladder. Cannot float easily. Must keep swimming or they sink. Persistent notochord. The support rod in back stays for life. Closed circulation. Blood moves in vessels. Organized and efficient system. Examples. Animal. What it does, scoliodon, dogfish shark. Small shark that hunts smaller fish. Trigon, stingray, flat body with long tail and stinger. Extra notes. They are top predators in the sea. Sharks like great white, tiger shark, and hammerhead all belong here. Stingrays use their flat body to hide in sand and surprise prey. Final comparison. Cyclostomata versus chondrichthyes. Feature. Cyclostomata chondrichthyes. Jaws. No jaws. Has strong jaws. Mouth. Round. Sucker. Ventral. Below. Sharp teeth. Teeth. No true teeth. Placoid teeth. Fins. No paired fins. Has paired fins. Scales. None. Placoid scales. Skeletalage. Cartilage. Gill slits. 6 to 15 pairs. 5 to 7 pairs. Gill cover. Absent. Absent. Air bladder. Not needed. Absent. Must swim always. Feeding. Parasite predator. Habitat. Marine. Spawns in freshwater. Marine only. Examples. Lamprey. Hagfish. Shark. Sting memory tips. Cyclostomata. Cycle mouth. Equals round sucker. Looks like a worm. No jaws. No fins. Bloodsucker or slime maker. Chondrichthyes. Cartilage fish. Sharp, dangerous predators. Sandpaper skin. Powerful jaws. Must keep swimming or sink. Would you like? Diagram compare. Sure. Here's the great, deep, and most detailed summary of the entire topic, explained in the simplest way, as if you're learning it for the first time. This summary compares the two major classes of fishes in the animal kingdom: cartilaginous fishes, chondrichthyes, and bony fishes, osteichthyes, in a clear, structured, and complete way with examples and all key points. Summary: cartilaginous versus bony fishes. Class chondrichthyes versus class osteichthyes. A perfect beginner-level summary in easy, childlike English with full details. Cartilaginous fishes. Class. These fishes are mostly marine, live in oceans. They have a soft, flexible skeleton made of cartilage, like the soft part in your ear or nose. Let's explore. Main features. 1. Skeleton, made of cartilage, not bones. Cartilage is light, flexible, and soft. 2. Body covering. Skin has placoid scales, like tiny teeth, making the skin rough and sandpaper-like. 3. Gills. Gills are exposed, open, not covered by any flap. Usually 5 to 7 pairs of gills on each side. 4. Air bladder. Absent, so they must keep swimming to stay afloat. If they stop, they may sink. 5. Heart. 2-chambered heart, 1 auricle plus 1 ventricle. Circulates only deoxygenated blood. 6. Temperature. Cold-blooded, hoikolothermic. Body temperature changes with water temperature. Cannot control their body heat. 7. Sexes. Separate sexes. Male and female are different. No self-fertilization. 8. Claspers. Male fish have claspers on their pelvic fins to transfer sperm into females. 9. Fertilization. Internal. Mating happens inside the body. Sperm meets egg inside the female. 10. Reproduction. Mostly viviparous. They give birth to live babies, not eggs. 11. Special organs. Some have electric organs, e.g. torpedo to shock prey or enemies. Some have poisonous sting, e.g. trigon for defense. Examples. Scientific name, common name, feature. Scoliodon, dogfish, small shark. Pristis, sawfish, has a saw-like snout. Carcharodon, great white shark, huge predator. Trigon, stingray, flat body, poisonous tail. 2. Bony fishes. Class Osteichthyes. These are the most common fishes, found in both freshwater, rivers, lakes, and seawater. Their skeleton is made of hard bones like human bones. Main features. 1. Skeleton, made of bones, not cartilage. Hard, strong, and gives good body support. 2. Body covering. Skin has cycloid or chitinoid scales, smooth or comb-like scales that protect the body. 3. Gills. Thought 4 pairs of gills on each side. Gills are covered by a flap called operculum, helps in breathing and protection. 4. Air bladder. Present, helps the fish float or sink without swimming. Maintains buoyancy. 5. Heart. 2-chambered, 1 auricle plus 1 ventricle. Simple heart like cartilaginous fishes. 6. Temperature. Cold-blooded, poikilothermic. Body temperature changes with environment. Cannot stay warm like mammals. 7. Sexes. Absolutely. Here is a great, deeply detailed summary of amphibians, class Amphibia, written in the simplest possible words, like teaching someone from the beginning. This will cover every important point in a clean, organized way. Detailed summary. Amphibians, class Amphibia. 1. Meaning of the word amphibia. Amphi equals both, bios equals life. So, amphibians are animals that can live both in water and on land. Habitat, where they live. Amphibians live partly in water and partly on land. They usually live near moist areas like ponds, lakes, wetlands, or forests. Example, a frog lives in a pond and also jumps on land. Hack 3. Body structure. Their body is divided into head, trunk, main body, tail may be present in some, e.g. salamanders, but absent in others, like frogs. Most have 2 pairs of limbs, 4 legs, front legs for balance, back legs, stronger for jumping and swimming. 4. Skin. Skin is moist, smooth, without scales. They do not have dry or scaly skin like reptiles. Skin is very important because they also breathe through it. If their skin becomes dry, they may not survive. 5. Eyes and ears. Eyes have eyelids that can blink, unlike fish. Ears are seen as a round patch behind each eye, called the tympanum. Tympanum works like an eardrum and helps them hear. 6. Cloaca. Amphibians have a cloaca, a single common opening at the back of the body. Through this, they pass waste, like poop and urine, release eggs or sperm for reproduction. Cloaca is a shared exit for the digestive, excretory, and reproductive systems. 7. Respiration, breathing. Amphibians can breathe in 3 different ways. Life stage, breathing organ. Example, baby, Tadpole, gills, like a fish in water. Adult, lungs, like humans, all stages. Skin, through moist skin. So even an adult frog uses its lungs and skin to breathe. Hashgrowth 8, heart. Amphibians have a 3-chambered heart, 2 auricles, upper chambers, 1 ventricle, lower chamber. More advanced than fish, 2 chambers, but less than humans, 4 chambers. 9. Body temperature. Amphibians are cold-blooded animals, poikilothermic. They cannot control their body temperature. Their body temperature changes with the surroundings. If it's cold outside, their body gets cold. If it's hot, their body becomes warm too. 10. Sexes and reproduction. Sexes are separate. There are male and female amphibians. Fertilization is external. Female lays eggs in water. Male releases sperm on the eggs in the water. Fertilization happens outside the body. 11. Development. Amphibians are oviparous. Development is indirect. Baby that hatches is called a tadpole, has a tail, no legs, breathes with gills. Tadpole then changes shape, called metamorphosis, into an adult, grows legs, loses tail, develops lungs. So the baby doesn't look like the adult at first. 12. Examples of amphibians. Common name, scientific name, special feature. Toad, tufo, dry, warty skin, lives more on land. Frog, rana, common frog, strong jumper. Tree frog, hyla, lives on trees, sticky toes. Salamander, has a tail, looks like a lizard. Limbless amphibian, Theophis. Legs, looks like a snake, burrows in wet soil. Final simple summary, all key points. Amphibians live in both water and land. Body has head plus trunk, 4 legs, and sometimes a tail. Skin is moist, no scales, and used for breathing. Eyes blink, and ears are present as tympanum. They breathe through gills as tadpoles, lungs as adults, and skin always. Heart has 3 chambers. They are cold-blooded. Use external fertilization, egg and sperm meet in water. Lay eggs, oviparous. Babies hatch as tadpoles, then change into adult form, metamorphosis. Examples: frog, toad, salamander, tree frog, ichthyophis. Would you like a comparison table with fishes and reptiles? Flashcards to revise this topic? A comic-style life cycle of a frog? Just ask. I'll prepare it simply and visually for you. Absolutely. Here is a great, deep, and very detailed summary of the entire explanation about reptiles, class Reptilia, written in the simplest possible words, with examples, extra facts, and full clarity, like teaching a total beginner. Deep, detailed summary of reptiles, class Reptilia. 1. What are reptiles? Reptiles are a group of animals that mainly move by crawling or creeping on the ground. The name reptiles comes from the Latin words repere or reptum, which mean to creep or to crawl. This is why reptiles include animals like snakes, lizards, crocodiles, turtles, etc. These animals don't walk like humans or hop like frogs. They usually move close to the ground. #2. Where do they live? Reptiles are mostly terrestrial, which means they live on land. Some may live partly in water, like turtles and crocodiles, but they still breathe air and lay eggs on land. 3. Body-covering reptiles have a special outer covering that keeps them protected and dry. Their skin is dry, not moist like frogs. It is thick and hard, called cornified skin. Their skin is covered with scales, like in snakes and lizards, or scutes, hard, bony plates found in turtles and crocodiles. This skin protects them from injury and drying out, helps them live in dry places like deserts. 4. Ears. Reptiles do not have outer ears like humans. Instead, they have a tympanum, which is a flat, round patch on the head that helps them hear sounds. This is called a tympanic membrane. 5. Limbs. Many reptiles, like lizards and crocodiles, have 4 legs, 2 front plus 2 back. Some, like snakes, have no legs at all. This is why snakes slither, not walk. 6. Heart structure. Most reptiles have a 3-chambered heart, 2 upper parts, atria, 1 lower part, ventricle. Crocodiles are special. They have a four-chambered heart, like humans and birds. This makes their blood circulation more efficient. 7. Body temperature. Reptiles are poikilotherms, also called cold-blooded animals. Their body temperature depends on the temperature around them. They can't keep their body warm on their own like humans. That's why reptiles often sit in the sun, basking, to warm themselves. 8. Shedding skin. Reptiles like snakes and lizards shed their old skin when they grow. This old skin comes off in one piece and is called a skin cast. You may see an empty snake skin left behind in forests or farms. 9. Reproduction. Reptiles have separate sexes, male and female. They reproduce through internal fertilization, which means the male places sperm inside the female's body. The egg gets fertilized inside, not outside in water. 10. Eggs and baby growth. Reptiles are oviparous, which means they lay eggs, mostly on land. Their development is direct. The baby hatches from the egg looking like a miniature adult. There is no larval stage, unlike frogs which have tadpoles. Baby snakes, lizards, or turtles look like tiny versions of the adults. 11. Important examples of reptiles. Scientific name, common name, description. Chelone, turtle. Lives in water, has a shell, swims using flippers. Testudo, tortoise. Land-dwelling, has a dome-shaped shell. Chameleon, tree lizard. Can change its color, lives in trees. Garden lizard, common in gardens, harmless. Crocodilus, crocodile, big reptile, strong bite, lives in rivers. Alligator, alligator, like crocodile but broader snout. Hemidactylus, wall lizard, house lizard, sticks to walls. Naja, cobra, poisonous snake, has a hood. Bangarus, crate, very poisonous snake, often shiny black. Viperiper, poisonous snake, thick body and strong fangs. Final deep summary, in simple words. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals that crawl or creep on land. They have dry, scaly skin and do not have visible ears. Most have 4 legs, but some, like snakes, have none. They have a 3-chambered heart, but crocodiles have 4. They shed their skin as they grow. They reproduce by laying eggs, and the baby looks like a small adult. Some reptiles, like cobras and kraits, are dangerous because of their poison, but most are harmless. Would you like this as a colorful chart, flashcards, or even a fun quiz to test your understanding? I can make that for you too. Of course. Here's a great, deeply detailed summary of everything you've just learned about Aves birds, explained in the simplest and clearest way, like teaching a total beginner, with examples and extra points for full understanding. Detailed summary of Aves birds, in the simplest words. 1. What are Aves? Aves is the scientific name for birds. Birds are warm-blooded animals that usually have feathers, beaks, wings, and lay eggs. 2. Feathers and flight. All birds have feathers. This is their special feature. Feathers help birds to fly, stay warm, attract mates, protect the body. Most birds can fly, but some cannot. These are called flightless birds. Examples: flying birds, crow, pigeon, parrot. Flightless birds, ostrich, penguin, kiwi. Beak, no teeth. Birds have a beak instead of a mouth with teeth. The beak is hard and pointed. Beaks are used to eat food, pick objects, build nests. Examples: parrot, curved beak for nuts. Duck, flat beak for water and mud. Eagle, sharp beak for tearing meat. 4. Wings, modified forelimbs. Birds' front limbs, arms, have changed into wings. These wings help most birds to fly, though not all birds fly. 5. Legs, hind limbs. Birds have back legs called hind limbs. These legs have scales and are shaped based on what the bird does. Walking, e.g. pigeon. Swimming, e.g. duck with webbed feet. Clasping trees, e.g. parrot or crow with curved toes. 6. Skin and glands. Bird skin is dry and has no sweat glands, but they do have one oil gland at the base of the tail. This oil keeps their feathers smooth and waterproof. 7. Bones and skeleton. Birds have an endoskeleton, bones inside the body. Their bones are hard, ossified, hollow and filled with air, called pneumatic bones. These air-filled bones make birds lightweight so they can fly easily. 8. Digestive system. Birds have a special digestive system with 2 extra parts. 1. Crop, a bag to store food temporarily. 2. Gizzard, a strong muscular part that grinds the have no teeth. Some birds swallow small stones to help the gizzard crush. 9. Heart and blood. Birds have a 4-chambered heart plus 2 ventricles. This helps to separate oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood, making circulation strong and efficient. Gives birds lots of energy for flying. 10. Warm-blooded. Birds are warm-blooded animals, also called homoeothermic. This means their body stays the same temperature, no matter if it's hot or cold outside. Birds can live in cold areas, like penguins in Antarctica, and still stay active and warm. 11. Breathing, respiration. Birds breathe using lungs. They also have air sacs connected to the lungs. These air sacs store extra air, help during flying, make the body lighter. 12. Reproduction. Birds have separate sexes, male and female. Fertilization happens inside the female's body, internal fertilization. Birds are oviparous. They lay eggs. The baby bird hatches out of the egg. Development is direct. The baby looks like a small bird, not like a tadpole or larva. Examples of birds with scientific names. Name, common name, description. Corvus, smart, black bird, can make loud sounds. Columba, pigeon, common in cities, soft cooing sound. Psittacula, parrot, colorful curved beak, can mimic speech. Struthio ostrich, biggest bird, cannot fly, can run fast. Peacock, India's national bird, beautiful feathers. Aptenodytes, penguin, cannot fly, swims in cold water. Vulture, eats dead animals, flies high, bald head. Final simple conclusion. Birds' aves are animals with feathers, beaks, and wings. Most can fly, but a few cannot. They have dry skin, light bones, strong hearts, and air sacs to help them breathe and fly. Birds lay eggs, and babies hatch looking like small adults. They are warm-blooded, meaning they stay warm in any weather. Birds are found all over the world, in the sky, trees, water, deserts, and snowy places. Would you like a chart comparing birds and reptiles? A quiz to test what you remember? A comic strip version of this? Just say the word. I'm here to make learning fun and clear. Sure. Here's a great, deeply detailed, and simple summary of the full explanation about mammals, written in the easiest possible English, like teaching a total beginner or a child. This summary covers all the key features with clear examples and extra meaning added where helpful. Summary of mammals, class Mammalia. Deep, clear, simple summary for beginners. 1. Mammals live everywhere on Earth. Mammals are found in all types of places called habitats, including cold, snowy areas like the Arctic, e.g. polar bears, hot deserts, e.g. camels, mountains, e.g. mountain goats, forests, e.g. monkeys, tigers, open grasslands, e.g. lions, deer, dark caves, e.g. bats, oceans and rivers, e.g. dolphins, whales, otters. Mammals can live anywhere on land, in air, flying, and in water. 2. Some mammals can fly or swim. Bats are the only mammals that can fly using real wings. Dolphins, whales, and seals are mammals that live in water, but they breathe air with lungs, not gills like fish. 3. Most special feature, milk-producing glands. Female mammals have mammary glands that make milk. Babies drink the milk from their mother after birth. This is the #1 feature that makes mammals different from other animals. Example, human baby, kitten, puppy, all drink mother's milk. 4. Mammals have 4 limbs for different uses. Mammals have 2 front limbs and 2 back limbs, 4 in total. These limbs are shaped for walking, elephant, running, horse, dog, Climbing, monkey, squirrel. Swimming, whale, otter. Flying, bat. Digging, mole, rat. Their body is flexible and well adapted to where they live and how they move. 5. All mammals have hair or fur. Even if it's small or hidden, all mammals have hair on their skin. Humans, hair on head, arms, legs. Dogs, cats, covered in fur. Whales have a few tiny hairs. Hair helps in keeping warm, temperature control, feeling touch, protecting the skin. 6. Mammals have outer ears, called pinnae. They have visible ears on the sides of their heads. These help in hearing sounds clearly and knowing direction. Other animals, like birds, reptiles, frogs, don't have visible ears. 7. Mammals have different types of teeth. Mammals have 4 kinds of teeth. Incisors for cutting, canines for tearing, premolars and molars for chewing, grinding. This is called heterodont teeth, meaning many types of teeth in one mouth. It helps mammals eat different foods, meat, grass, fruits, etc. 8. Mammals have a 4-chambered heart. The heart has 4 parts, 2 atria plus 2 ventricles. This helps to separate oxygen-rich blood from used blood, makes blood flow strong and efficient. This gives mammals high energy to run, jump, climb, or hunt. 9. Mammals are warm-blooded, homoeothermic. Their body stays at the same temperature, even if it's very hot or cold outside. In cold equals they stay warm. In heat, they stay cool. This is why mammals can live in snowy, cold places or hot deserts and still survive well. 10. Mammals breathe with lungs. All mammals, even sea animals like whales and dolphins, use lungs to breathe air. They cannot breathe in water like fish do. Sea mammals come to the surface to breathe in air. 11. Mammals have male and female sexes. There are 2 separate sexes. Male gives sperm, female produces eggs and carries the baby. Fertilization is internal. Baby begins to grow inside the female's body. 12. Most mammals give birth to babies. Viviparous equals giving birth to live babies. Most mammals do this, like humans, dogs, cats. A few mammals lay eggs, very rare. Example, platypus, echidna. Direct development equals baby looks like a small version of adult, no larva or tadpole stage. At 13, examples of mammals. Common name, scientific name, special trait, echidna, platypus, ornithorhynchus, lays eggs, has duckbill. Kangaroo, macropus, carries baby in a pouch. Bat, flying fox. Pteropus, camel, camelus lives in desert. Macaca, climbs trees, smart and social. Rat, rattus, burrows, lives near humans. Dog, canis, loyal pet. Cat, felis, pet that hunts mice. Elephant, elephas, largest land mammal. Horse, equus, fast runner. Dolphin, delphinus, smart water mammal. Blue whale, Balanoptera, biggest animal on Earth. Tiger, Panthera tigris, powerful hunter. Striped, lion, Panthera leo, king of the jungle. Lives in groups. Final simple conclusion. Mammals are animals that have hair or fur, have visible ears, feed their babies milk, breathe with lungs, are warm-blooded, have a 4-chambered heart, give birth to babies, mostly, have 4 limbs used for walking, swimming, climbing, flying, or digging, are found in all places: air, water, desert, forest, snow. Humans are mammals, and so are elephants, whales, lions, dogs, and kangaroos. Would you like a comic strip version? A comparison with reptiles or birds? A mini quiz to practice what you learned? Just say the word. I'll create it for you in the easiest way.